What's green IT or green computing? It defines an efficient and effective practice of designing, manufacturing, networking, information systems, consumption and disposal of hardware in order to minimize the environmental impact. It also supports the tools, strategies and practices which assist creation and enhancement of environmental sustainability. It is also about the awareness amongst business stakeholders and the members of society. And what's green banking? Based on Institute of Development and Research in Banking Technology, green banking refers to practices and guidelines that makes banks sustainable in economic, environmental and social dimensions. It aims to make banking processes and the use of IT and physical infrastructure as efficient and effective as possible, with zero or minimal impact on the environment. Basically, technological improvements, operational improvements affecting bank customer behaviors as well, which result in decreasing the environmental impact and carbon footprint, is all about green banking. And let's look at two IT infrastructure of green cloud and green data centers. According to Accenture report, the use of these two could reduce carbon emissions more than 30% in big organizations and banks. Green Cloud, which is using visualization technology, it's about consolidation of underutilized physical servers in the form of several virtual machines that can share the same physical server. And 27 IBM Green Data Centers awarded by European Commission, they are actually using analytics to capture and analyze the sensing data of temperatures and airflow collected from thousands of sensors in data centers, which enables intelligence to identify hot and cold spots and thus cool down data centers efficiently. Some examples of IT-enabled green banking initiatives within banks, like Deutsche Bank, which won the Green IT Best Practice Award 2012, they are using eco-recycling program, donating their old hardware to charitable centers. They are using eco-data centers in the greater New York area using outdoor air for cooling, also investing in high-quality video conferencing and collaboration technologies, and deploying remote mobile working technologies. Some of top performance banks in India, they are using internet banking and mobile banking for a commute-free banking, installation of ATMs in most uncovered areas, encouraging e-statements among customers, establishing green data centers as well, and some of the banks like National Bank of Abu Dhabi and State Bank of India, they're using also solar ATMs. So what are the future steps of this green IT? I would say green IT awareness and culture amongst companies and society is very important to be promoted and created, and also promoting using green cloud and green data centers to the banking sector as well. Thank you.
This presentation will look at how governments have influential roles in green IT practice and use Australian government as a case study to observe strengths and weaknesses in achieving sustainability goals. As mentioned by Gardner, the government appears as both a polluter and a regulator. And four main tasks a government needs to consider are to lead by example, take advantage of ICT as an enabler, provide incentives, and refine lasting solutions. The first two tasks can be achieved within the government as an industry. As a leading organization, a government should set a strong example to justify its authority. Some principal solutions lie within IT equipment lifecycle management, setting equipment for energy efficiency and trimming down data storage through consolidation and virtualization. Using IT as an enabler, many governments around the world are now shifting to e-services for their publics and making online connections with partners and suppliers. Online networking can return extensive value in the green system, where all parties can benefit from time and cost saving, while leaving less carbon footprint to the earth. As a supervisor, the government needs to consider incentive measures through the use of penalties and rewards. This will drive other domains where financial focus is dominant into greener space. Government regulations can also force manufacturers to invest more effort and may consequently result in new product innovations. Tax reduction, rebates, or grants are among tactics used in many countries. In California, for example, a $15 rebate of each PC installed with power management software is returned to the customers. Setting paths for a lasting green solution may come as a long-term goal for the government, yet need to start now, using its authority to develop policies, campaign, and education program is not only to change the existing mindsets, but also to instill green value in each individual. Let's now take a few seconds to capture how Australia is doing in green IT. This shows where Australia was in 2012 according to research by Fujitsu, still lagging other developed countries. At the moment, the nation has performed better in the past 2 years, but only by about 2%. Although there are significant increases in the components of metrics and enablement, the performance in other basic features drops for no reason. Looking across different industries, Australia's government turns out to be the most consistent to perform well around the nation's average. It indeed has set a good example and justifies itself for green authority. Performing well within its own sector, the ICT Sustainability Plan has shown its effectiveness, as well as ICT strategy, which integrates e-government to the practice. As a whole nation, however, the lower performance in simple components will need to be resolved by the government's lead. Holistic framework should be the main emphasis for the government to create real environmental awareness and actual green cognition, rather than doing it for financial gain. And essentially, the government should take the financial focus in business as the weakness to strengthen IT sustainability for all organizations.